take it you had a nice time with Norman. It was 4 o'clock before I heard that front door go.
We were just chatting, that's all. I just lost track of time.
I don't know why you didn't say where you were going in the first place.
Because I didn't know until I saw the light. Anyway, I phoned and told you where I was. Or am I not supposed to leave your side for a second?
I don't know why you're being so touchy. I was only asking if you had a nice time. And I'm sure Norman's more stimulating company than Percy. Oh, you must have put your foot down to get back that quick.
Well, I tried to get back as quick as I could.
Not on my account, I hope.
I'll go and put the kettle on.
I'm probably not in your good books.
Oh, really? Does it show?
Oh, I couldn't help what happened, Maureen. Me and Elaine, we had to talk, like...
Talk, yes. But did you have to drink?
Elaine would drive anyone to drink.
Oh, so you thought, oh, it's only Maureen I'm letting down. She won't mind.
Oh, that's not fair.
No. Well, I'm tired of being fair, Bill. Being fair leaves you at the bottom of the pile.
Look, all I can say is I'm sorry. Look, I've got the iCard outside. Why don't we shoot off someone and grab a bite to eat, eh?
We've opened the shop now. I've got new stock to price.
But it's Boxing Day. Can it wait?
No. I've made my plans for today, Bill. I'm sticking to them.
Hi. We've just been talking about you.
Yeah, I thought my ears were burning.
Yeah, well, we're just saying that after breakfast, I could take you down to the General, you know.
Oh, I don't think that'll be necessary. Thanks, Sam.
Oh, just a quick once-over in casualty. We'll be there and back in an hour.
Please, Don. It'd put our minds at rest.
I'm still standing. More's the pity. I don't need a doctor.
Oh, come on, Don. You've been breathing carbon monoxide fumes. Have you any idea what harm they can do to you?
Not as much as I'd hoped.
Oh, Don. Look, all right, if you won't go and see a doctor for your own good, then go and see him for mine. Because if anything should happen to you, and it turns out I've not taken you to the hospital, I'll be in big trouble, do you know that?
You shouldn't have interfered then, should you? Thanks for the bed. I'll be on my way now.
On your way where?
Back home, what do you think?
We'll do no such thing.
Look, Don, we're trying to help you here. You're not being very helpful, are you?
Don, you're not well. You need to be with people. Please stay.
2 days ago, you didn't want me anywhere near.
I'm gone. Hey, listen, that's not fair, Don, is it?
It's true, though, isn't it?
OK, then, Don. All right, you go home, eh? See you later, pal. See you now.
Don, wait!
Hey, that's gratitude for you.
Well done, Martin. You handled that brilliantly. I hope you don't treat all your patients that way.
Well, what we're supposed to do, Gail, eh? Tie him up. Listen, if he's hell-bent on going over there's nothing we can do about it.
And what if he's hell-bent on doing away with himself, Martin? Is there nothing we can do about that either? Are you going to be long? Because I thought we could go for a nice walk.
I'll be 5 minutes. Just want to check it all over. Make sure he's not done any damage out.
Why would he do any damage? He was trying to... Well, he was trying to kill himself, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, why didn't he swallow a bottle of pills, Sal? Why did he have to break into our garage? Or shall I say his garage, what we nicked off him?
Hey, nobody nicked anything off anybody. Kevin, you've got to stop blaming yourself for what Don did.
Yeah, well, we are to blame, aren't we? Partly. Me and Tony both.
No, you're not. I won't allow you to say that. It wasn't your fault Don lost this place.
Didn't do anything to help him, no, did we, eh? Just waited for him to go bust and then cashed in.
It wasn't like that. You're twisting everything.
Look, I just feel really lousy about it all, Sal.
Yeah, well, you mustn't. Now, come on, there's no use maudling all day here, is there? Come on, let's go for a walk.
pint of milk in the fridge and there's a loaf defrosting.
Ah.
Won't you at least come across the road for your dinner, Don?
I'll get something here if I'm hungry.
Okay. But if there's anything you want, Don, if you just want to talk...
All I want is to be left on my own, Gail.
Okay. But promise me you won't do anything silly, Don. Promise me.
I promise. Will you be careful with that, will you? You'll have me back in flaming hospital. Take it outside and play with it.
All right, I'm going.
Right, I'll go and play in the alley. Not in the yard. You'll be frightening the pigeons, son. Vera. Oh, this afternoon will you nip over to Booker's and put us a bet on, will you?
No, I won't.
I'll go for you, Jack. No, you won't. Listening never wins him.
Look, it's Boxing Day racing on the telly.
Well, you've had that, I know, because we're watching a video.
Oh, charming. Look, we pass us them chocolates, will you, love? Where's all the chocolates gone? There's only caramels and they stick to me plate.
Oh, that'll be Jamie.
He's at a £2 tin. He's going to be sick, the lad.
Actually, Jack, it were me.
Eh?
I can't stop eating. Sometimes I don't even know I'm doing it. I was exactly the same when I was carrying our Jamie.
Do you know you just broke my dream?
Have I?
Yeah, I dreamt she had a baby and a little girl, called it Zoe.
Did it have a sweet tooth?
Zoe? No, I don't know if I like that name.
Luke, Vera, how long are these two going to be stopping? I mean, Christmas, fair enough, like, you know.
What do you want me to do? Throw the mother of my grandchild out onto the street?
Oh, here we go again.
Do you know you're as bad as Baldwin? Mind you, I've never known anybody with that hard-faced.
Beginning to come round to his way of thinking.
Martin Platt's here. He says he wants to worry. Shall I let him in?
Aye,
Yeah.
bring him in, aye.
You can come in.
Come in, love.
Come in, Mark.
Hiya. I just wanted a quick word.
Right,
That's all right.
Sit down.
Right, well, in private, really.
Jamie, go play, love.
Aye.
I don't know whether you noticed Don was down in the dumps when he came in yesterday.
I just put it down to being Christmas.
Hi.
Liz.
Sean, wait. I was hoping I might bump into you.
Oh, that's funny, because I was hoping you wouldn't.
I just wanted you to know I'm sorry for what happened to you. And it wasn't anything to do with me.
Is that a fact?
Well, actually, no. It might have been to do with me. The truth is, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I didn't mean for anybody to get hurt.
It all sounds a bit complicated for a simple man like me, Liz. Best if me and you just keep our distance. Besides, I can't stand here chatting. You never know who might be watching.
So, you know, I was just hoping that maybe you could pop round, see if he's all right. You know, cheer him up a bit.
Well, don't worry, Martin. We'll go around when we lock up this aft, won't we?
Oh, aye.
Take him some Christmas cake, eh, Jack?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Anyway, I'll be off. Thanks, Jack.
Right, ta-ra,
Vera.
Martin, lad.
Ta-ra,
Ta-ra,
love.
ta-ra.
Hey, I tell you what, they might have had the differences when she were alive, but she's certainly watching over him now, isn't she?
Who? Tell you what, I'll nip round on my own this afternoon and have a word with him, man to man like.
Santa buy a new jogging suit then, did he?
Always like to do a couple of miles a day. 17 minutes. Must be the Christmas pud.
Bye then.
I've got a message for you. From Fraser. He'd like to see you again.
Sorry, I'm busy.
It's about your Steve. Apparently he's in a bit of trouble.
What do you mean? What kind of trouble?
I'm just passing on the message.
Jerry!
A pint, please, Jack. And what would you like, Jack?
Grapefruit juice, please.
Oh, come on, you can have something stronger. It's my last day of work.
All the more reason for me to keep a clear head. I've got the staff rota to work out.
Half a lager isn't going to do you any harm, is it?
No, thank you. Of course, strictly speaking, it isn't the assistant manager's job to make out the staff rota. But seeing as we've not heard any more about who the new manager's going to be, I dare say the task will fall to me.
That's old chestnut, eh? That's all right, Jack.
All right.
Well, it's all right for you heading off into the big blue yonder, Norman. It's me will be left to pick up the pieces. Oh, by the way, could you at least make out a memo to wages about Denise Forster before you go? Apparently, they've not been paying her maternity benefit.
Denise Forster? Does she still work for us?
No, but she's still entitled to maternity pay.
Oh, all right. Leave it to me. I'll do it this afternoon. Listen, will you keep an eye on me pint for a couple of minutes? I was going to have a word with Maureen, all right?
Yeah?
Excuse me, love. Is that right? You still have to pay out maternity benefit to someone, even if they've stopped working for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what happens if they've stopped working for you because you fired them?
Well, it makes no odds, really. As long as they work for you for more than 26 weeks, I think it is. Why?
Tricia, love, come over here and have a word, will you?
I just feel disgusted with myself. Disgusted and ashamed.
Cheap?
Yes.
Well, don't worry. Most women feel like that after they've slept with me. It'll soon pass.
Oh, I didn't... Curly, you're a lovely, considerate, sweet man.
Lovely, considerate, sweet men do not take advantage of other men's girlfriends the moment their backs are turned.
I knew exactly what I was doing, Curly. And that's what's so awful. Because all Bill wanted to do was spend some more time with his son, who he hadn't seen for a year. Yes, me, I jumped straight into bed with somebody else. Well, what does that make me?
Vulnerable, insecure.
And first thing this morning, he's breaking the land speed record to get back to me to beg my forgiveness. Well, that's a joke, isn't it? Because I should be begging his forgiveness.
Look, Maureen, there's no point in punishing yourself.
I'm not. I'm punishing Bill. Been horrible to him. I don't know whether I was covering my tracks, but when he came into the shop, I suddenly felt really angry with him. You know, like it was his fault. And if he hadn't let me down, then I wouldn't have let him down.
Maureen, last night was very, very special.
Do you think so?
But it's not going to happen again. We both know you're attached. I'm off out round the world, aren't I? For me and you, there isn't a future.
No.
But for you and Bill, there is a future. I'm sure of it. So don't wreck it for the sake of one night, eh?
Yeah. Well, what do you want? Refuge, mate. Yeah, it starts in a few minutes.
What does?
Sedgefield races. You know, I feel like a flaming lodger in my own house, I do. Here, all of them. Get this flaming telly on.
No, look, to be honest, look, I'm not in the mood, not today.
Boxing Day races? What's up with you, man? I brought the cans, haven't I?
Yeah, well, like I said, I mean, I'm not in the mood.
Yeah, well, I am. Can't get near our telly since Jamie and Tricia invaded. Do you know they're treating my place like a flaming hotel, if you know what I mean? Come on, get sat down. Racing starts in a few minutes and I've got a fiver on. Right. How's your memory? Red pesto. Ring a bell.
Red pesto, no, I can't say that.
6-year-old. Push-lot shot into 4th place. Market raisin in March.
Oh, yeah.
Right, well, it's racing today. 8-1. Going soft. And I reckon it's a dead cert. And you've just about got time to nip over and put yourself a bet on.
No, I'll just watch it here.
Oh, right, now, please yourself. Here, get that down here. All right. Right, did you get invited over the road yesterday or what?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Merry Christmas, Donald.
Merry Christmas.
You wanted to see me, Norman?
Anne, yes, I did. Come in, please. Take a seat. No, not that one. This one.
But that's your chair.
Was my chair, Anne. Was. After 6 o'clock, I'm no longer an employee of Furman's Freezers, am I?
No.
Which means Eric will be looking for a replacement manager.
You mean it's me? I'm taking over as manager?
Acting manager, Anne. Acting. Eric's just come off the phone to confirm it. And naturally, he wants to see you do the job before he makes the position permanent. But if you're half as good as I've told him you are, well, then it should be a formality. Month, 2 at the most.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, come on, Anne. Don't get coy on me. You know this is what you've been angling for.
I hoped I might be in the running.
Made sure you were way ahead of the race, more like, and why not? You're the ideal choice. Come on. It's no less than you deserve. Come on. Good. Ah, yes. You and that desk were made for each other.
6, but he left hot shot standing.
As rails, he'd leave hot shot standing.
Give over, he's still got his best years in him. He'll make us rich yet, you see. Do you remember, Don, the day we bought him? Who was it who suggested that I ride him home?
That's when I bought garage, isn't it?
Yeah,
that was another millstone.
Yeah, well, you were unlucky there, weren't
Unlucky? You? I was sold a pup. Baldwin conned me.
You've got to put it all behind you, Don.
I haven't got any choice, have I? All I can do now is watch Kevin and Tony raking it in.
What I'm saying is there's no sense in being bitter. You've got to move on, look to the future.
What future? I haven't even got a job. That was Baldwin and all.
What do you mean?
Well, stopped for drunk driving, wasn't I? So if you're thinking of telling me to look on the bright side, Jack, forget it. Because there isn't one.
Of course, it's all your fault that I'm like this. You do know that.
How do you mean?
I don't know what you'd call it, really. Ambitious, go-getting, power-crazed. You've created a monster, Norman.
Managing a small freezer shop is hardly power-crazed.
When I first started working here, I was just drifting along, stacking shelves. I'm like a different person now. Different outlook.
Well, that's hardly down to me.
It's completely down to you, Curly. You encouraged me, nurtured me, opened up new horizons. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I've always thought you were sort of different in a way.
Have you?
Yeah, you ooze a sort of wisdom and self-knowledge.
Do I?
It's like you're on a slightly higher plane to the rest of us.
Ah, you see, that's down to me glasses. Sometimes the way I look through them makes me look like I'm not really concentrating all the time.
That's typical of you.
What is?
The way you put yourself down, pretend you're just an ordinary bloke, but you're not, are you? You're very special.
Thank you very much.
If you stayed on here, within 12 months you'd be area manager, regional manager.
And now that is power-crazed.
But what do? You chuck it all in and head off on a journey of self-discovery.
Do you think I'm doing the right thing?
I think you're doing something the rest of us just haven't got the guts to do. And I admire you for it.
Thank you. Ah, which reminds me. I had an ulterior motive for informing you about the job early.
Oh, yeah?
Would you mind locking up for me?
No, not at all. Why, do you have to be somewhere?
Yeah, camping shop. Rosamond Street. It's a sale, half price, for thermal vests. Well, you've got to wrap up warm if you're going off on a voyage of self-discovery. Excuse me.
You rang the prison?
That was the first thing I did.
And what did they say?
They weren't aware of any problems, just what you'd expect.
Well, there you go then. At least you know he hasn't come to any physical harm.
All I know is whatever trouble Steve is in, it's something the prison authorities don't know about.
Could just be Chinese whispers, Mum.
How do you mean?
Well, you know, daft little incident. And by the time word's been passed around from Fraser to Jerry and everybody else, suddenly Steve's in big trouble, isn't he? How was he when you last went to see him?
Well, fine, I suppose. In fact, he was quite contented.
And have you spoke to him since?
He rang Christmas Day.
What, and he was all right then?
I don't know. It were only on for a minute. There were a queue. Andy, what if it's drugs?
I think there's another explanation before that. I think it's a ploy on Fraser's part to get you to go and visit him.
Yeah, That occurred to me too. Trouble is, there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
I don't think that's a very good idea. He's a dangerous bloke with a very healthy interest in you. You want to stay well away from him.
I can't, Andy. If Steve's in some kind of trouble, I've got to get to the bottom of it.
And if Fraser really is just using Steve to get to you?
That's a risk I've just got to take.
Look, you've had a lousy year, Don, I know that.
That's putting it mildly.
Who's to say your luck won't change next year, though?
Ah, that when I win the lottery, eh?
Something will turn up, it
I
always
don't
does.
think so, Jack.
We have all hit rock bottom at some time or another, but the main thing is not to give up.
You've been talking to Gail and Martin, haven't you?
Aye.
Yeah, I thought so. And they told you to come round here, didn't they? Make sure I haven't got me head up.
But we're worried about you, Don. We all are.
Oh, we all are. The whole street knows, does it?
No!
Look, I did not do it for sympathy, Jack. That is not why I did it.
Why did you do it, then? And what do you think that will solve?
Everything, Jack. In one fell swoop.
2 packets of cheese ramen.
Hey, he's too young to be working behind that bar, isn't he?
Oh, he's only passing me crisps. Save me legs. Turn a blind eye, love. Right, love.
Look, I didn't want to say anything earlier in front of Norman, but are we all set for his farewell do tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm looking forward to it.
Right, Emily Bishop's acting as decoy. Thinks he's going round there for tea.
Oh. Right, so you want everybody there by, what?
6:37. Oh. OK.
Rightio, love.
Right. Andy, I thought maybe we could go for pizza after these, celebrate my promotion.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Oh, as long as we pop in on my mum on the way home. She was a bit worried about Steve earlier. I just want to know how she is.
You're fascinated by those keys, aren't you?
You know, I bet you know what every single one of these is for, don't you?
Most of them, why?
No, I bet you know what they all do, even that one.
Oh, God, that's the key for the old petty cash. Tin shouldn't even be on there, really.
I told you, I knew it.
What? What's the joke, Andy?
Nothing. Come on.
Pint of lager, please, Betty.
OK, love.
So you're going to say anything to Tony about Don?
No. I suppose I'm going to have to, aren't I? I mean, technically, it was a break-in.
Yeah, but nothing got stolen, did it? I mean, you know who did the break-in and why?
You don't want me to say out, do you?
Well, I think Martin's right. I think the fewer people who know about it, the better.
All right, you two. Yeah, fine, thanks.
Nice Christmas.
Yeah. Quiet. Just how I like it.
It was great seeing Carl. But his mother,
What do you mean?
oh, dragging it all up again. Making it out like it's all my fault that I don't see Carl.
Well, now that you have seen Carl again, you mustn't leave it all up in the air, eh?
The trouble is, Elaine wants it all on her terms. Doesn't want Carl upset by unexpected visits, she says. Well, you know, you were angry with me this morning. It occurred to me that maybe you were thinking that me and Elaine had got on well. And the reason that I didn't come back last night was because me and her had, well, you know.
No, nothing was further from my mind.
Well, nothing was further from mine either.
Oh, good.
I'll get us another drink, eh?
Yeah.